Welcome back to Trailheads. We're here at Monacan Park near Madison Heights, Virginia, and we're going to do something pretty unique. I don't think a lot of people do this, but there's an island in the middle of the James River. We're going to go camping on it. The water looks kind of murky, so I'm not sure about swimming, but to get there, we're going to have to kayak about a half a mile. At least that's what the map says. And this river is actually, it's about 500 feet wide at this point. But yeah, there's the island, and we're going to get to it. So there's the island just up ahead. Alright, I usually don't like posting about, you know, mishaps and misfortunate events and whatnot. So, I drove 2 hours to get here. You know what I realized I forgot? My kayak paddle. So, me being determined, I'm not going to give up. So, I went and found a piece of, like, 2x6 or whatever, or 1x6 rather, and I paddled all the way from the dock to here. Well, luckily, right over here on the bank, there's some bamboo. So now I'm using a piece of bamboo. Surprisingly, it works actually pretty well. I'm going to modify it once I get to the island and make more of a paddle on the end of it. But I'm surprisingly making pretty good speed with just this piece of bamboo. I know, it's crazy. Y'all probably think I'm crazy, and you're right. But I'm not going to let that get me down. Alright, I'm going to turn this off so I can get to the island. So Google Maps calls this Chestnut Island. It's half a mile long, 500 feet wide, and I'm having a little bit of difficulty trying to find a place to put in. The edges aren't really flush with the water, and it's kind of rocky and everything's grown up. It's obvious that not a lot of people come to this island. Most people probably just avoid it or go around it, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to go all the way around it until I find the best spot to land. But unfortunately, I see a lot of trash up against the bank of it. Alright, as you can see, we made landfall. Now, the good news is we actually found camp. Over here is a camp chair that somebody left, and here's a campfire. And even though the ground is pretty level right here, we'll just have to beat down some of this grass in order to put a place for the tent. But this actually looks like a pretty good area. The only problem is I wanted to camp on an island because I wanted to go swimming. But the water is shallow right here, which is not bad, but as soon as I step in it, I'm going to be up to my knees in muck. I already put a stick in there. But anyways, looks like we found us a spot. So not only is this place not ideal for swimming, and you can't see it because of the trees, but there's a railroad right there. So that's going to suck in the middle of the night when I'm trying to sleep and I hear an engine blowing its horn. Okay, well, you win some, you lose some. This is not too bad of an area. It's pretty nice. It's peaceful. I'm away from everybody. Unfortunately, I have just enough service to get notifications, so I'm going on airplane mode. although I already have some firewood, this tall grass is going to make it difficult to gather firewood. Fortunately, there's a tree down right here and I can go get a lot of branches from it if it's mostly dry. But gotta watch out for snakes in this tall grass. You know, it's funny, if I didn't forget my paddle, I wouldn't have got the bamboo. If I didn't have the bamboo, I don't know how I'd beat this grass down. But here's something else crazy. I'm looking in the grass here, you can tell that people have been here before. And I found part of a kayak paddle, y'all. How crazy is that? I wish I could find the rest of it. Alright, so obviously I didn't feel like dragging my 8-person tent with me. Plus it's kind of heavy, I gotta watch the weight in the kayak because it's only rated for 250 pounds. Anyways, so I couldn't find my small tent. I don't know what I did with it. It's lost in somewhere in all of my junk. So I needed a new one anyways because my small one had a couple of zippers busted on it and it didn't hold water that well. This is an Ozark Trail. Yes, it's a Walmart cheapo, 7 by 8 feet, 1-person backpacking tent, which I needed anyways because most of the time I invite 20 people to come camping with me and 0 show up. So anyways, I'll do a time lapse of me putting this thing up so you can see what it's like and how fast and all that. And I'll use this cardboard to start a fire with. Alright, so I don't think I did too bad considering this thing doesn't come with directions at all. So on the corners, it has little hooks that goes onto this little keychain thing right here. But in the middle, on the front and the back, all I got is a webbing loop and an elastic loop. Now how the heck am I supposed to, you know, put this together? I guess they're assuming that I'm always going to use the tent stakes, which I normally don't unless there's like high wind or whatever. Overall, I think it's worth the 30 bucks for the 1-man tent. As far as it being a backpacking tent, it's really heavy, and I'm sure there are a lot lighter options out there that are probably going to cost you more, which is kind of contradictory in my opinion. But anyways, yeah, this will do for the night. I don't think I would take it with me if I was hiking the Appalachian Trail or something. Like I said, it's too heavy for that. But we'll see how it holds up tonight. Whoever camped here last gathered quite a bit of firewood. I think maybe they stayed here for a little while, but this is all soaked and it's got fungus growing on it, and when you touch it, it just kind of falls apart, so I'm gonna have to find some dry stuff. All right, so this is a little animal trail, if you can see. So there are living things on this island. Now I'm kind of worried. Yeah, hopefully it's just like a raccoon or something. All right, I got a pretty good amount to start with, plus all I'm going to do is cook dinner. I brought some salmon and vegetables, but I don't need a fire for breakfast because I'm just going to eat an apple pie before I head out. But the further inland I go on the island, the ground gets squishier and squishier. So I guess that's to be expected, which this area might flood occasionally. I'm not sure. There were signs over by the dock that said the river is subject to rise without warning. So I just hope I don't wake up floating on my air mattress. Alright, we got the firewood ready to go. All I need to do is light it. Got some more in reserve. But I came out here, man, because I wanted to swim, okay? So, well, I'll be honest, all I really want to do is float around in my life jacket. But we're about to go out and try to find a deep spot that I can do that in. And we're also testing out a action camera with a waterproof case, sponsored by Mountaineer Outdoors YouTube channel. The link is down below. Go over there, give Mike a shout out, and subscribe to his channel as well, y'all. Mountaineer Outdoors for all your electrical needs. Okay, so I don't know how well this camera is going to work. We're about, let's say, 50 yards from the island. And I'm pretty sure that this is a 12-foot kayak. The bamboo is longer than the kayak by maybe about a foot. Now, I took the bamboo and stuck it all the way in like this, and guess what? It's not touching, y'all. It is not touching. So it's safe to say it's pretty deep right here. So it's at least 12 feet, and that's okay because I'm not diving in this river. All I'm doing is I just come out here to float, get wet, cool down, whatever. But it's pretty nice. Down there below deck. How you doing, first mate? You little puppy. Hey, well, we're back from swimming, and it went pretty good, I guess. I don't know how well the action camera works, so this is only my second time trying it. But it was nice, refreshing. The water's really nice. The temperature is perfect. It's an absolutely beautiful day to do this. I just wish that this island was a little bit more user-friendly, but then again, if it was, it would probably be more trash, unfortunately. All right, fire's about ready to cook on, and after we eat, yes, Sam, you can have some salmon too. After we eat, we're gonna try to see if we can make it to the other side of the island. I found this stick while I was gathering firewood, and I, got all the branches off of it, and it's perfect for getting through this brush. So we'll see if we can make it 500 feet in that direction, or a tenth of a mile roughly. All right, so here's the kicker. We're actually cooking the salmon in hamburger grease from yesterday's lunch. So this should taste pretty good. And unfortunately, this grill is not even right now. Oh, that's a big piece of salmon. Yes. A little bit of lemon pepper. Lowry's, no substitute for Lowry's. Let that simmer for a while. And give it the old flip. Oh yeah, it's looking nice. And yes, I do eat the skin. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just like fried chicken to me. And also Lowry's seasoned salt on the other side. Let that get on nice tender. Now we're going to add a little stir fry action. We got some red peppers and some white onion. Got some green peppers. We got some nice looking fungus here. I'm going to break it up a little bit more. Yes.
Now that's good stuff right there, baby. Little baby portobello mushrooms in hamburger grease. Make it all nice.
And for the Sam, you want this food? You want this food, huh? Yeah, he went straight for the green peppers. My boy eats his vegetables. Getting that salmon. That's some good stuff, ain't it, buddy? Okay, so we had a pretty nice dinner. Kind of an early dinner, but I just wanted to get it out of the way. All right, so now we're going to attempt to walk through the island to the other side. And actually, I am not where the island is the widest. I'm actually only 220 some feet from the other side. So let's see if we can bushwhack it through all this jungle and get to the other side. All right, we found a very small clearing and there are feathers and it looks like something was digging here. So hopefully maybe it was just some type of bird. Yeah, I don't know how well this is going to work. This is pretty thick stuff. And I really don't want to get caught up in a bunch of vines and thorns and whatnot. But, you know, let's see if there's a way around it. So I'm more than halfway to the other side of the island and I just found the mother of all twisty vines. This is crazy. The ground is really soft here. Everywhere I step, I sink about an inch. I think maybe this island had flooded recently or something, but yeah, the ground's really squishy. And here's another animal trail. It goes that way. Look at Sam. Come on, Sam. Come on, baby. Well, we made it to the other side of the island. 200 feet later. And I was hoping maybe I'd find like a better camping spot or something, but not happening. I think we done found the best spot on the island to camp, which is not the best camping spot I've been to. Anyways, there's some rock bluffs over there though. Looks like a cliff that you might be able to jump off of. See if I can zoom in. So yeah, this is not the most user-friendly island to go camping on. I actually have to use 2 sticks. I use this one to, you know, beat down spider webs, and then I use my golf club shaped one to beat down the bushes. We are back at camp. We're done bushwhacking. So yeah, this is a pretty thick foliage on this island. Very hard to move around. And I do think we found the best spot to camp. Now tomorrow, I'm actually gonna go south, I think, before I go back to the dock because I wanna go all the way around the island. In case I ever wanna come down here again, I wanna see if there's any better spots than this, but this is not a bad spot. Unfortunately for Sam, the gnats just won't leave him alone. I don't know why, because he's mostly clean, but I'm just glad it's only gnats and not something that can hurt him. So he's nothing but gnat. And anyways, also, the app for my drone has a bug in it, so I have to wait for the manufacturer to come out with an update. So unfortunately, we have no drone footage this trip as well as a few previous trips. And I'm really bummed out about that because, you know, it's really nice to get a bird's eye view of the area. But we're just here on the ground. So hopefully they'll get the app fixed soon and I'll have it up and running for y'all. Well, it's only 4 o'clock. I think I'm gonna go for another swim before the sun goes down. That way I get all this campfire smoke griminess off of me. Okay, haven't gone swimming yet. Kind of jumped the gun. I know I said I was gonna go circle the island in the morning, but I just did it. And I'm glad I did. It always pays off when I go exploring, because you remember those rocks that I showed you earlier? I just was over there and I saw some kids jumping off of it. So you know, we're about to go do it too. Sam, go, Sam, go. Go. Good boy. Okay, so we're here. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, y'all. I'm terrified of heights. I mean, you can go on up further, but obviously I'm not going to. I'll probably jump from right here if I'm going to, or maybe down there where Sam's at. But so the kids that were over here jumping, I think they had their dad's boat, and they said this was like 17 feet, and they said you can jump without touching bottom. So I'm thinking maybe their boat had like a depth finder or something, but man, this is kind of scary for me. I think I might jump off this low ledge right here before I try that one, if I try that one, y'all. Anyways, it really sucks that I don't have my drone, because this one made awesome footage for that. All right, guys, I'm gonna do it. I'm jumping off the baby ledge, and I don't care what you say. If you think I should jump off this big ledge, then get your butt out here and do it first. Yeah. That was awesome. Damn, huh? Okay, I gotta admit, this small tent's really growing on me. I mean, the minimalist in me loves it. And there's just enough room for everything. Got a pocket down here, a net pocket down here, and also a pocket back here for your phone or whatever. And this is the only window, obviously the only door as well. I mean, I don't know any tents that have 2 doors, but anyways, yeah, it's actually pretty nice. And it's supposed to rain starting about 5 a.m. and it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow here in Madison Heights, Virginia. So we will definitely see if the sucker's moisture containment protocol works. And I just realized I left my shorts on the top of the, one of my swim trunks on top of the tent. I'll have to grab those. They're not fully dry yet. But it is kind of warm in here though. That's why I had to open the screen. But it's not bad. I really put my foot in my mouth because I like this. I think it's pretty cool. Here's my cute little tent, all lit up. Other than that, it is completely pitch black out here, y'all. Oh, sleepy dog right here. Ah, man, I hate having the light on and then going outside to pee and then coming back in, because I just had to chase a huge freaking grasshopper out the tent, and then there's a cricket right here, that little black dot. Anyways, it's pretty cozy in here. We're just watching a movie on my phone, the new Predator movie that just came out this year. Anyways, good night, guys. We will see you in the morning. Trailheads out. Alright, everything's packed up in the canoe. Leave no trace except, of course, you know, the fire pit's been used and I beat down some of the grass, but other than that, we are good to go. Don't really have time to record much this morning because it's supposed to downpour shortly at any moment. So we're just trying to get the heck out of Dodge. Turns out we actually camped in a pawpaw grove, so I'm gonna try to pick some before we go home. I have to make haste though. There's some nice big ones. These are pretty big, and I'm not gonna press my luck because there's some more around here, but I'm just gonna take these and run. I think these are ripe. I mean, I would hope so, being so late in the season. Hey, it's mid-August now. Yeah, guys, so if you're ever on a calm body of water with relatively no current, and you lost your paddle, you can use a piece of bamboo. Works pretty well. Guys, take nothing but photos and leave nothing but footprints. Trailheads out. Yeah, we got back to the car just in time. Holy crap. That's really coming down now. Man, it's raining so hard, it's crazy, man. I had to pull over. And where I got my kayak strapped, it created a gap right here and water's just pouring in. Especially on this side. Look, here's what I did to my seat. Oh, that's soaked. Man, it's crazy.